1, 2, 3. Hi, everybody. I'm John Henry with Youth with a Mission Converge. We're here in Ocean City, and I have with me a very special guest from Colombia. This is Glenis.
Hi, I'm Glenis.
Yeah, Glenis is coming here for what? She's been here many times before, and she has some really exciting news to share. Last night, she finally got word about her thesis that she's worked on for a number of years. And you want to tell us about it, Glenis?
Yes, been working with my thesis for about 2 years now. It's a thesis on translation and linguistics and metaphors and English and Spanish. So there's a lot of things into it. And I got amazing news that my thesis wasn't just approved, but they give me one of the highest honors you can have for a thesis.
Meritorious honors, which is really exciting because the journey of getting your thesis done was long. So you were in Colombia and you were studying in university and you were in one of the seminars that we ran for university ministries, and I was speaking live on Skype or something, and you heard me speak. Tell about that meeting and how this journey to this final conclusion last night. How did that all begin, and about all the places you've gone since that day?
Well, it all started in that seminar. You were talking about Converge and like the vision that has given you for a DTS, to run a DTS. And it was special because that week, every day, we were having like different topics and they all were like speaking to my heart. And I kind of, at the middle of the week, I kind of got the feeling like, God will ask me for something at the end of this week. And you were at the end of the week.
Wow.
So when I heard about this DTS and about Converge, I kind of had the feeling it's like now or never. So I just went after that.
Yeah, that was in 2016. We ran our first discipleship training school. So you heard me, I think, in the fall of 2015 or maybe
Yes.
before that.
Summer 2015.
Summer of 2015. And you had the word of the Lord to come to the United States, do the discipleship training school. We did it right here. That was our first and only DTS we've run. And you're one of the trophies God's given us in terms of those who went through the course and just flourished. And there are others. But I want to center in on what you've done since then. After you finished the DTS, what did you do next, Glenis?
Well, I did DTS. I did outreach in India. And after a couple of months, I ended up going to Albania. I was the first Converge intern.
Do you see who she is, everybody? This is the first Converge intern, and I'm so excited that you were a part of it. And so you fell in love with the whole understanding, vision, purpose of Converge?
Yes.
And you hadn't finished your degree yet?
No.
Okay.
It was a great opportunity because it was an opportunity with Converge, but at the same time getting to meet a missionary of my church here in New Jersey. So it just opened up a whole new world for me. I learned so much about like poverty. I got to
there in Albania.
In Albania, yes.
Yeah.
I got to know myself. I got to know, really like get to know God. And it was such an amazing opportunity that I felt like, just doing this internship and going back home is not enough for me.
Yeah. And so
I just got the feeling like I'm so blessed that I can speak English, so I can like do this internship. But I feel like there's so many people back home and in different countries in South America and in the world that they don't speak English. They speak Spanish.
That's right.
And I feel like they deserve an opportunity to have this experience. So I decided to translate the whole Converge course and Converge experience for these students to be able to
All right. Everybody, did you hear that? She decided to translate everything we're doing with Converge into Spanish. And last night, you got excited after hearing about your meritorious honors with your thesis.
Yes. Well, the translation process have been
Long.
long.
It's been maybe 2 years.
Yeah, been
Yeah.
a couple of years. It haven't been all by myself. I need to say that.
Yes.
I had an amazing team. They teach me how to grow as a leader as well, and working with
That's
these
right.
other people just like build me up a lot. But last night something interesting happened. I was so excited and so happy about the news. I couldn't go to bed. And since I couldn't go to bed, I decided I'll do something useful. So I started translating and translating and translating. And I woke up with amazing news that basically 95% of the Converge course is already translated.
That's right. Not just the course. See, now we have two public courses. One is the English course. It's on Udemy, udemy.com. And now there's a second one. It's all Spanish.
All Spanish. So that second course is 100% in Spanish.
Yeah. And now you've also been doing what they call metadata translation, so that when someone visits the Converge website, it will also be
In Spanish.
in Spanish and English. You can switch back and forth depending on your language. She's the first to translate the Converge program to another language.
Yes, it was a challenge because I had to learn the computer language, which wasn't my
Yeah.
specialty, but God gave me wisdom.
Yeah.
It was done.
Well, we plugged her into the back end of AWS, that's Amazon. And so she's doing some pretty high level, I think, programming work. And it's so exciting that we're both learners. I've been just plugging along, trying to make this thing roll out so that more and more students, more and more hosts that are looking for student interns around the world. And you know what? When I woke up this morning to 3 new applications for hosts looking for interns and 1 new student applying for an internship. So there's 1 student that applied for a business internship in Brazil, and he comes from Kenya. And then we had 2 human trafficking internship hosts out of Florida who have applied. And then there's another host out of Canada who work with families and children, and they're looking for interns. So those are all new programs. We already have programs in the Middle East, working in teaching forgiveness education to Syrian refugees and Lebanese, another working at refugee camps in the Middle East. We have another working with children in the largest slum in all of Africa. So there's these opportunities that are there now, and there's amazing potential to see hundreds of new opportunities listed on the Converge platform, not only in English, but also Spanish.
And the great news is that this spring, we're going to have our first 12 Converge students who will use the Converge, and they will go through the Converge experience in Spanish.
That's right. They're already signed up. They want to do it. They're just waiting for it to be turned on. So this is a group out of, what nation is it?
Venezuela.
Out of Venezuela. So that's our first group looking to do the internship together. This is a huge potential. Now, when I say the word Converge, there's probably a lot of you out there that wonder, what is that? It's an internship placement platform, and it helps a student not just to get connected with a host looking for interns, some organization that's a friend of YWAM, a friend of Youth with a Mission, like an orphanage or a business or a school or a farm or a church, a ministry, an NGO. It's not about just connecting to those locations. It's also about a student learning how to make a difference while they're there. So they go through our online course, and we teach them step by step how to do cross-cultural engagement and observe and listen and assess and pray and propose and then complete a personalized missions project. This is high-level learning for an intern. They learn how to make a difference in a sphere of society that oftentimes the church doesn't see themselves engaging in business or in the arts or in education or in medicine. We send out missionaries oftentimes in those areas, but what about those who stay in those places as witnesses for Christ in the hospitals and in the journalism or media centers or in the education centers or in government? Okay? The whole purpose of Converge is to help a new generation of missionaries engage the spheres of influence in society, because Jesus said the whole earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord like the waters cover the sea. And Glenis, you're a big part of that.
Yeah, and I think that's my favorite part about Converge. It's like kind of like you bring reconciliation in that sacred places and what people call like secular world. And I experienced that myself with my thesis. I had to do a lot with translation. And a lot of the input that is on that thesis, I gained it through like internships, transcultural experiences, going other places. And it was like, I could see in that project how like God and the earth could be connected once
Amen.
again.
Yeah. Jesus said the kingdom of God is near you, in your heart, in your mouth. We need to recognize that Jesus is not just looking for us to go to heaven. He's asking us to call heaven to earth. And we get to be a part of that today, okay? So now you're moving on from Ocean City, and you're going back to Columbia temporarily, and I hope you get to receive your diploma now that you've finished. So
That's
excited for you.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, good. And then you go on to
South Korea.
South Korea.
Yes.
You're going to be taking on an important role there. What is that role?
I'll be working with the campus of University of the Nation, which is like YWAM University in Jeju, South Korea. I'll be participating and helping with the internationalization project.
Internationalization.
Yeah, so basically I'll be hosting interns and people who comes to do outreach to South Korea in our YWAM base, and also connecting with different places, just opening the doors to create new outreaches and new places to go and serve.
And that's already happening.
It is already
Since you've
happening.
been talking about it, what is planned now and when are they going?
People are coming to Colombia.
A whole team out of Jeju in South Korea are going to Colombia because Glenis is a part of that ministry. And you're going to be helping others to come to Korea.
Yes.
And then I think you're going to be trying to help get Converge.
Everywhere I go, I just see thousands of opportunities. There's schools, there's so many ministries. They're in need of students and people who are willing to use their career just to be an answer to the needs in some other place. So definitely Converge is in the picture.
So everybody, would you pray that Glenis finds a translator that can take Converge and make it a Korean platform also? Do you see the potential? Everywhere I go in missions, and we've been a few places. Glenis, you're traveling a good deal now.
Kind of
But-
like 13 countries now.
Yeah, there you go. So everywhere I go, I find Koreans. They're like the Holy Ghost.
They are there.
And so the idea of helping to serve university students in Korea to be a part of Christ's mission through their fields of study and their career choice and discern their calling as they do so is an extraordinarily powerful potential. Pray also that we get a Portuguese translator, and then one day a Chinese translator, because that language is going to dwarf everything that we've done in missions. The Chinese are coming. So thank you for just listening in on this story. I'm so excited for Glenis. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You've worked so hard. You've persevered. You've endured. And there are others that are following her. We've got Maria and Carlos that have worked closely with her. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for the hard work you did. So far, this platform is just getting started. Don't think that Converge is some pie-in-the-sky idea. This is starting to really happen. On March 11, coming up very soon, I'll be making a presentation to the leadership of Youth with a Missions, University of the Nations, and the top 40 YWAM base leaders around the world. And I'm presenting Converge, and I'm asking them to adopt it as one of their programs for overseeing all of their internships, for all of their courses that need to place interns around the world. And then to reach out to former discipleship training school students who've gone on to university, who still have a mission in their heart, but they're studying business or engineering or education or journalism. And we can continue to encourage them as a mission. Do you catch the vision, everybody? Thank you for listening. Bless you
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye-bye.